Before I start my remarks, I guess I can begin by saying that I've been watching these city council meetings on television, sometimes in person, after I voted for, well, I guess most of you, back in 2007. It seems like tonight's meeting is like many nights here at City Council. That week after week we hear of chronic complaints of residents regarding unresolved neighborhood issues and concerns. Issues related to things like fire stations shutting down, or growing crime in our city parks or residential areas. All things, I guess, centered around neighborhood blight of all kinds. And these unresolved problems are rehashed and recapitulated at meeting after meeting. And at least at this table, if they're addressed, they're not resolved. Well, fortunately, next week, a week from tonight, the voters of the city will have an incredible opportunity to change the way that their local government does business. And that's why I urge everyone to vote yes on city proposals 1 and 2. Proposal 1 will, of course, reduce council from 9 to 7, and I really don't think, well, I think we all agree that we don't need 9 council members. It's just common sense. It'll save roughly about $400,000. Money enough to save perhaps the jobs of policemen and firemen, or enough money to prevent the reduction of essential city services. Proposal 2, and I think this is a critical point that we have to focus on, it deserves our attention, will create a system whereby 5 councilmen will be elected as in districts across Warren, and there will be 2 remaining serving on an at-large basis. And districts, a system like that, will bring to Warren what Detroit has lost in the last century, and that's a loss of, well, it's the inclusion of neighborhood representation on the council level. And if you have someone in your area who represents these issues, you don't have to come week after week to complain about these chronic complaints about fire, about city parks, about, could I have 60 seconds extra?
Please conclude.
And, you know, if your local city councilman in your district didn't do their best to help you, they wouldn't get elected the next time around. And that's why it's so important why we need to do this, and we need to vote yes on proposals 1 and 2. And you'll find them at the bottom of your ballot under the city proposals. And instead of coming here month after month and listening to chronic complaints, we can actually do something about the problems by voting yes on 1 and yes on 2. And if we vote yes, council will be forced to solve the problems instead of wasting our time and money operating as merely a complaint bureau. We can evolve this council from a culture of complaints into a culture of results. And 5,000 Warren residents signed a petition to get these proposals on the ballot. Now our city needs to save money, and our neighborhoods deserve representation. We can do both by voting yes on 1 and 2 on November 2nd, Tuesday.
Thank you.
Now,
I'm sorry, your time is
could I have
up.
just 30 seconds more?
I need a motion to extend the time. No, I'm sorry, your time's concluded. Our next speaker is Henry Kostopchak.